Hello, hope you all doing good. Welcome to Gnanamudra Academy YouTube channel. Let's discuss Union Budget and Honorable Finance Minister's Speech 24-25. As part of this series, we'll be getting 4 videos. Once after completion of this series, we'll be moving towards the Economic Service series. So, the material which I'm using right now is Gnanamudra's material for Union Budget and Finance Minister's Speech. So, if you want an access for this, please message me on Gnanamudra Instagram page. So in description, I'm giving the link of Instagram page. Please do follow and share. Okay. So let's discuss budget. So what is budget? Budget is an estimation of revenue and expenses over a specified future period of time. Now, is there any reference in Constitution? So is budget called budget, or else is there any other name according to the Constitution? Yes, there is a reference in Indian Constitution regarding budget. It is called the annual financial statement. It is mentioned here. You can see Article 112 talks with regard to union budget. Okay. Now let's see the focus areas of budget. There are 4 focus areas of budget. Number 1 is poor. Number 2 is women. Number 3 is youth. Number 4 is farmers. So these are the 4 major focus areas in the interim budget. So now let's see the global context and subsequently the Indian context. Okay. So the global economy, while performing better than expected, is still in the grip of uncertainty. Elevated asset prices, political uncertainties, and shipping disruptions continue to pose significant downside risk for growth and upside risks to inflation. In this context, India's economic growth continues to be shining and will remain so. Okay, so it's actually very positive one. So what are the budget priorities? So under Vikasit Bharat, there are 9 priorities. Number 1 is productivity, resilience in agriculture. You can see in the right side of PDF. And the second one is employment, skilling, and third one is inclusive human resource development and social justice. Third one is manufacturing and services. Fourth one is urban development. Fifth one is energy security, infrastructure, innovation, research and development. And finally, the next generation reforms. So the focus area is there in budget. There are 4 focus areas. Number 1 is employment. Number 2 is skilling. Number 3 is MSME. Number 4 is middle class. Okay. Now, let's talk about productivity, resilience in agriculture. So, transforming agriculture research and focusing on rising productivity and developing climate resilient varieties. So, release of new varieties, 109 high yielding varieties and climatic resilient varieties of 32 field and horticulture crops. And natural farming. In next 2 years, 1 crore farmers across the country will be initiated into natural farming, supported by certification and branding. Implementation will be through scientific institutions and willing gap panchayats. 10,000 need-based bio-input resource centers will be established. So we can use these points in mains answer writing. Okay. So if there is a question in economy talking about natural farming, you can use these 3 points. The answer will be authentic. It would be more efficient. You'll be getting good grades. Okay. And there is a mission for pulses and oilseeds, and its aim is to have self-sufficiency. And now we'll be talking about vegetable production supply chains. So development of large-scale clusters for agriculture, for vegetable production closer to major consumption centers, and promotion of FPOs, cooperatives, and startups for vegetable supply chains, including collection, storage, and marketing. Now we'll be talking about DPI. DPI stands for Digital Public Infra for agriculture. Union government in partnership with states will facilitate the implementation of DPI in agriculture for coverage of farmers and their lands in 3 years. A digital crop survey for Kharif using the DPI will be taken up for 400 districts. The details of 6 crore farmers and their lands will be brought into farmers and land registers. So what is digital crop survey? So here it is. It is an initiative involving young individuals in rural areas utilizing advanced technologies like geofencing. Okay. Every picture captured by the surveyor will have geographical coordinates attached to it. And to add some current affairs to digital crop survey, recently Madhya Pradesh government has started it. Okay, you can add that. For mains answer writing, this would be very useful. This sort of static and dynamic combination is deadly. You'll be getting good grades. Now let's talk about Jan Samarthan based Kisan credit cards, which it will enable in 5 states. Okay, so let's see this one. Here, Jan Samardhan based Kisan credit cards is there. A scheme designed to provide Kisan credit cards (KCC) to farmers with simplified and accessible criteria. Okay, the objective is to ensure that farmers, especially those in need of financial assistance, can easily obtain credit through these cards. So, this Jan Samardhan based KCC, the main motto is to easily obtain credit through these cards. Now let's talk about shrimp production exports, financial support for setting up networks of nucleus breeding centers for shrimp. So what is NBC? Nucleus Breeding Center. Here it is. Nucleus Breeding Center is a facility where specific pathogen-free shrimp broodstock are raised over a number of generations in a highly biosecure environment, excluding a number of pathogens of concern from the facility. Broodstock, what is this? Is a group of mature reproductively capable animals in a population that breeds and produces offspring. Okay, so NABARD will be providing finance to shrimps and process and export. So what is NABARD actually? Here it is. NABARD is India's apex developmental bank, promotes sustainable and equitable agriculture and rural development through participative financial and non-financial interventions, innovations, technology, and institutional development to secure prosperity. That is rural prosperity. It is a statutory body established under 1982 under a parliamentary act, headquartered in Mumbai. It is based on Sivaraman Committee. It is also called Committee to Review the Arrangements for Institutional Credit for Agriculture and Rural Development. Okay, so functions of NABARD: Agriculture Credit Department, Rural Planning and Credit Cell, Agriculture Refinance and Development Corporation. So this NABARD came into existence in this sixth five-year plan. So there is recent amendment in 2018. The Indian government has increased the authorized capital of NABARD from 5,000 crores to 30,000 crores. It's one of the recent happenings. You can use this while writing answers. Okay. So National Cooperation Policy. NCP is for systemic, orderly, and all-round development of cooperative sector, fast-tracking the growth of rural economy and generation of employment opportunities on a large scale will be the policy goal. Union Budget 2024-25 has made provision of 1.5 lakh crore agriculture and allied sectors. So this is the allocation in Union Budget. And now let's see the National Cooperative Policy. It's a plan for strengthening the cooperative movement in country and deepening its reach up to the grassroots. The plan envisages the establishment of new multi-purpose PACs or primary dairy fishery cooperative societies, covering all uncovered panchayats, villages in the country in next 5 years. Through the convergence of various GOI schemes, including Dairy Infrastructure Development Fund, that is called DIDF, National Program for Dairy Development and NPDD, PM Matsya Sampada Yojana, PMMSY, Fisheries and Aquaculture Infrastructure Fund. So this is it. Now let's see the second priority, that is employment and skilling. Employment linked incentive. Implementation of 3 schemes for employment linked incentive as part of Prime Minister's package. What are the 3 schemes? Let's see this. Here it is. Scheme A, Scheme B, and Scheme C. Scheme A, first timer. Scheme B is job creation in manufacturing. Scheme C is support to employees. You can see the details in this tab. And subsequently, the participation of women in workforce, setting up of women working hostels in collaboration with industry, and establishing crunches. To organize women-specific skilling programs and promote market access for women self-help group enterprises. Okay, skilling and loans. So in this tab, you can see the skilling program, the educational loans program, and the model loans, model skilling loans. So educational, in this, let's see the skilling program. Under the Prime Minister's package for skilling in collaboration with state government and industry, target 20 lakh youth will be skilled in next 5 years. This is the target. So 1,000 industrial training institutions will be upgraded into the hub and spoke arrangements with the outcome of orientation. Course contents and design will be aligned to the skill needs. So this is one of the most important aspects. You can note it down. You can use this in mains answer writing. The target can also be used. And the industry and the new courses will be introduced for emerging needs. Model skill loans. It will be revised to facilitate loans up to 7.5 lakh with a guarantee from government promoted fund. This is a new one. The measure is expected to help 25,000 students every year. This is a very good skill loan. And then educational loans, the financial support for loans up to 10 lakh for higher education in domestic institutions, and e-vouchers for this purpose will be given directly to 1 lakh students every year for annual interest and 3% in loan amount. So this is some innovative things with regard to skilling and loans. And now let's see the priority 3, that is inclusive human resource development and social justice. They're using saturation approach. So what is saturation approach actually? You can comment in the comment box. So let's talk with regard to this. It covers all the eligible people through various programs, including those for education and health, and will be adopted to empower them by improving their capabilities. Implementation of schemes meant to support economic activities by craftsmen, artisans, self-help groups, scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, and women entrepreneurs and street vendors such as PM Vishwakarma, PM Swanidhi, National Livelihood Missions, and Stand Up India will be stepped up. So let's see the Purvodaya, all-round development of eastern region of the country, covering Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Odisha, and Andhra Pradesh. So this will cover human resource development infrastructure and the generation of economic opportunities to make the region an engine to attain Viksit Bharat. So there is a corridor called Amritsar Kolkata Industrial Corridor, development of an industrial corridor node at Gaya. This corridor will catalyze the industrial development of the eastern region, a good model for developing our ancient centers of cultural importance into future centers of modern economy. This is a very good point. So this model shall showcase Vikas B, Virasit B in our growth trajectory. So students, so aspirants, so these Vikas B, Virasit B, the sort of developing the ancient centers of cultural importance into future centers of modern economy, developing a node at Gaya, industrial node at Gaya. So it will catalyze the eastern region development. So these sort of things can be used while writing answers in a more innovative way. So this gives the extra edge for you while clearing. That 1 mark is very important for everyone for clearing this examination. So while studying budget, we need to be very careful. We need to study twice, thrice, to have this in our brain. At the same time, while writing your answers, you should be dynamic because you'll be having static portion in your head at the same time in your memory, for that matter. While writing the static portion, you need to understand where I can link this particular aspect that I already studied. So by interlinking these both aspects, if you write an answer, it will be doing very good. It would be an outstanding performance for you, and you will be getting the edge. So in next part, we'll be continuing from Purvodaya. Till then, bye, and thank you for your viewership, and I hope you are doing good. And in part 2, we'll be starting from Purvodaya. Stay tuned to Gnanamudra. Thank you.